Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, ladies, gentlemen, and those who are on either, wherever you are in the world. I'm Rambling Rusty Elm, and you're watching Rambling with Rusty Starfield Edition. Last time on Rambling with Rusty Starfield, we finished tracking down a trader to the people at Dazra, who was shipping supplies, much needed supplies, to the zealots instead of letting them go to the people who needed them. And today we are going to finish off what I believe is the final mission, or we're going to do it, start it. The final mission here on Dazra. So without further ado, let's get into it. And our first step is to talk to Vijun Akhmav. I'm going to assume that's how you pronounce his name.
I pray that the Great Serpent will deliver us from our hardships.
My brother was...
The disaster may be behind us now, but we face a whole new type of change.
Welcome, my friend. I welcome you, fellow traveler. Have you come seeking redemption for your sins? Or has your journey brought you here for some other purpose? Nothing of the sort. I'm just an old man seeking solace in troubled times. An explorer as well as a traveler, then. I suspect you have yet to walk the path of redemption. There's no cause for shame. We must each choose the time that is right for us to make the journey. I would be happy to explain the custom, if you like. Ah, thank you, my friend. Your kindness is a gift, for it brings me happiness to speak of the path. Spread across the land are 4 way shrines. Each offers words that describe a pillar of our society. To sin against the Great Serpent demands an act of absolution. We first come here to pray for forgiveness, and then we make a journey. We travel to each of the way shrines, reading their words and contemplating their meaning. When that is done, we return here to renew our pledge of devotion to the Great Serpent. In this way, we are redeemed. Good. A mind that craves knowledge is a mind that is growing strong. Here, you'll need this. It's my copy of the original Path of Redemption, written years ago by the honored Ranchik Dosa. It was he who first walked the path, guided by the Great Serpent. Begin reading it here, and follow the steps carefully. I shall await your return. I'm quite curious to know what you make of the experience.
The guards overheard my neighbor forsaking the Great Serpent. What a fool! I've not seen him in days.
supposed to do now? I want to go to inventory. In a dream, the great serpent visited upon me divine visions, commanding me to make 5 plaques etched with words to guide the faithful, lest we become lax in our devotion. When the work was done, another vision came to me, and in this way the great serpent made his will known. The plaques I had forged were to be placed at 5 sites chosen by him, and the journey from each site to the next would be a path of redemption and contemplation. According with the first vision, I journeyed north from the city walls until I'd found the first ordained site. Here I placed my first plaque, and then I prayed for guidance. I lifted my eyes to the heavens, and behold, a bright streak across the sky, a falling star. It landed on a high peak just to the east, and I knew my next destination. Hmm. So from here, as the coils of the great serpent create a divine circle, the path of redemption begins and ends here. From here, he went exit out eastward with the city to my right. That would be north. Okay, there's that's where the city's going to be. Uh, northwest. Climb down to the floor and turn northwest.
As I walk the serpent's path, my heart is filled with humility. Far to the southwest, I could see
Wisdom awaits you at your journey's end. Welcome back, traveler. Tell me, how was your journey? It pleases me to hear you say so. Understanding is the beginning of wisdom. If you're willing to indulge the curiosity of a stranger, I have a few questions. What did you think of the words of devotion? Did you agree with them? Or did you have a different perspective? Well spoken. There is no such thing as partial devotion. I have learned in my many years that the people united in devotion can accomplish great things. If an old man can trust his intuition, then I sense that you're an independent soul. I think I can guess your answer, but I'll ask all the same. How did you feel about the words of obedience?
Where do I believe? It is human nature to organize into leaders and followers. Throughout history, every form of government that's ever been tried has ended up here. But does it require devotion
There
to
is no
follow
hurry,
a
my
law?
friend.
It's human nature.
Indeed. Just as the great serpent has a tail that follows the head, so we lead and we follow. It is the way of things, the natural order. I'm sure we can both agree that nothing truly worthwhile is accomplished without perseverance.
This is true.
Did those words ring true for you? I find that to be true as well. I'm reminded of my grandfather. He was a painter. His brush brought to life the most beautiful landscapes. As a child, I was fascinated by them. When I asked how he did it, he explained that it was not talent, but constant practice. You see, he was not born with great artistic gifts, but he made up for that with practice. That brings us to strength, and words that harken back to an older way of thinking. These words have the greatest appeal to the young and adventurous. Who does not wish to be strong? Many of us, however, see them as an uncomfortable reminder of a more violent time. As a result, there are many who question the value of the words of strength when compared to the rest. After all, is not strength the most likely to diminish with the passage of time?
A strong will doesn't fade. Um, you can't accomplish anything with strength. Strength can accomplish a lot, but sometimes intelligence is what's more important. So these two are actually both wrong. A strong will does not fade. And strength is meaningless when anyone can pick up a gun.
My friend, you have true wisdom. In truth, I posed my question the way I did to test you. Too many of our people see strength only in terms of might and skill in battle. It's not hard to see why. As written, the words suggest that very thing. But with time, we learn that true strength comes not from weapons, but from within. Well, you've been a patient listener, and I'll take up no more of your time. It's customary for one who completes the Path of Redemption to be given small gifts by friends and family. I don't have much to offer, but I would not see you leave empty-handed. Please, accept this. I thank you for your time and your insights. It has been a most interesting conversation.
Hermit Groat Farm. Vortex Grove. Okay, so we needed to explore this farm. It appears we have done that successfully. Um, No, there's not much here. Pretty decent loot haul, though. And it says we still got some exploration to do at the monastery. Well, folks, that's going to bring us to the end of our episode for today. We are out of time. Next time, when we come back, we will head up to the Tel Sheikh Monastery and try and finish off the exploration that the game says we have left to do. So until then, I'm Ramblin' Rusty Elm. Have a good night, and don't forget to stop and smell the roses.